Hello once again YouTube, and welcome to another video, and oh! Wait, this is not the review. Yes. Since Scarce has sadly passed away, R.I.P. Scarce, pray for Scarce and he will come back as a zombie, I've decided to take his place. Yes, I'm doing a double upload. Oh, yes, it's a double upload. Yay! Robert's making more than one video a day. You ungrateful pieces of shit. I'm sorry. I can actually feel like you're. I'm sorry. Okay? Are you happy now? Doing 2 videos in a day. I know, rare, right? Actually, I'm doing 2 videos in a day and a video next to the day that I'm uploading these 2 videos. If that makes any sense. Probably it doesn't. It flew past your head. But today we are looking at the First Order. Let me get the fucking. It actually is called. Oh, keep it still. Okay. First Order Transport Speeder Battle Pack. That's the actual name. The only people that can actually transport is these 2, so it's technically not a transport. Yeah, my car's more of a my car can fit more people in it than this thing can ever fit. Yeah, that's how much of a transporter it is. And it's set number 15. Oh, fuck this shit. Ages 12 and up, and who gives a shit? Ah, there we go. Now on to the figures themselves. Okay. Fuck you. Oh, there goes an nuclear atom bomb. Come on. Ah, there you go. First and foremost, we must take a look at the most generic of the figures. Stand up. Yes, Mr. Stormtrooper 1 and Stormtrooper 2. Now, these guys are exactly the same as the last ones I looked at, except for the fact that there's 2. And of course they're carrying these stupid blasters, and they're meant to carry these 2 blasters, but I decided to keep it the way it is right now. I don't want to tamper with it. I'm that kind of sad person. And yes, you guessed it. They're, of course, both. If I can keep this thing straight up, I'm going to have to use actually more sophisticated ways of holding up things, of doing these reviews. Oh God. I definitely need a new. Yes, they're both got clone trooper heads, and that doesn't just apply to these 2 characters, it applies to that guy over there. So yes, yeah, they're pretty boring. Usually I just find like a generic face, that Lego face, that isn't a clone head, and swap them out. But they may look like normal clone stormtroopers, but But if you look very closely at at these two, on this thing, you'll notice that these things look like a shield and a baton. That is because they are. Jeremy FN2199 was a regular FN2199 was a regular First Order Stormtrooper until he gained a baton. Yes, these are riot control Stormtroopers. And fun fact, even the Empire had riot control Stormtroopers, but they didn't look like the normal Stormtroopers, just with a shield and a baton. And yes, the Republic also had riot control clone troopers. They were mostly the Coruscant Guards, because they're the ones that had to deal with the riots on Coruscant, obviously, because they're the police officers, basically, clone troopers. These guys, I think they're not riot control stormtroopers. I think they're more Jedi killer stormtroopers. I'm gonna call them Jedi killer stormtroopers because that sounds cool. Yes, both of them can be. Oh God, this is hard to. Christ alive. God. There you go. You can stare at the ground for about a few seconds. This is me being organised today. Yes, I'm organised. Oh God, this is a challenge. Yes, the both of them are riot control stormtroopers, and yeah, I think they look like what they did in the movie. The build for the batons themselves. Oh God, shit. The build for the batons themselves is pretty easy. You just have like a white stud, a blue translucent stud, one of those lantern things, one of those black, I don't know what to call them, and one of those things that are used from the assassin droids. Yeah, and of course the riot control, and this is not a sticker. So damn angry right now. Yes, stare at blackness. Okay. Yes. This is not a sticker, by the way. This is actually printed, which is a really good thing. This is unique. Now, they released a riot control stormtrooper back in 2016, early 2016, way before Rogue One was released, way before the Rogue One sets were released, and he looked exactly like these, and I assumed that he was the legendary FN2199, or as some people call him, TR8R, or Traitor, because of that one line. And he I love how every Star Wars character has their own Lego minifigure or their own figure. Because this guy, I'm going to assume this is FN2199, he got his own figure with Poe Dameron, which made no goddamn sense. Yeah, series. So these are a bit generic, but you can of course recreate that iconic scene between Finn and FN2199. So away with you, banished to the realms of deadliness. Now on to the more unique figure, the First Order Flame Trooper. Now, this guy has come out in 3 sets, including this one and the Poe Dameron's Starfighter. You know, the one that he had before on Jakku when he was trying to get the plans with Lord Sen Tekka. This guy appeared in it. And also he also appeared in the First Order Transporter with his fellow Stormtrooper comrades. They're dead now, probably, most likely. But yes, this is a very unique figure, because in canon we haven't seen a Imperial Flame Trooper. In Legends we've seen Storm Commandos, which are basically black scout troopers, and they carry out and they were most likely the guys that were sent to burn Aunt Beru and Uncle Owen to death. And when these guys were in the scene, I felt like the opening scene didn't just mirror A New Hope in Episode 7. It also mirrored another opening scene from another film about war, but it's a more realistic and grounded war. Apocalypse Now. Which is kind of dark, isn't it? So yes, this was more complex to build than these guys, because the only build you had to make was that, and that was pretty easy. This one, however, I found the backpack to be a bit frustrating. Yeah, trying to join these up, line these up, they're bloody frustrating. And also trying to attach this to this. That was frustrating, but it looks really good. The flames are simulating the fire coming out of here, and of course they can't attach the gun to the compartment, which most likely contains the form of their version of napalm. I love the smell of space napalm early in the morning. Smells like victory. For anybody who's watched Apocalypse Now, you know who I'm quoting. Yes, because that would take up a load of money, and of course he's not using one of these fucking things, because these fucking things are big and clunky. Instead he's using the normal guns, which are the superior ones. The detail's lovely. The legs actually look more Stormtrooper-like than the actual Stormtroopers. They look more like Imperial Stormtrooper legs, to be honest. Which is a shame. I would have loved to seen them, because the original Stormtroopers had disjointed legs, they did. They didn't match up. And now for the most generic figure here, but it's still technically a new figure, even for anybody who has gotten other sets. This guy! Yeah, he's an Imperial, he's a First Order officer. Don't know why he has the longer gun. Because officers always have the longer guns. Oh, I'm such a mature critic, aren't I? Yes. It's got a new hat. I think this is the same hat that General Hux had in like the Kylo Ren's shuttle. Yeah. Yeah, pretty. Not much detail except for this bit. Yeah, it's pretty boring to be honest. You got the First Order logo as per usual. He has the generic mean evil officer head. I wish they used this head for all the stormtroopers, not just the officers and stuff like that. Yes. Now on to the actual set. As you can see, the riot baton itself and the shield can be stored on this, and this. These two are made for the shields, and these two are made for the batons, obviously. And of course, there's room for two on this place, on here. This build was pretty easy to make, I have to admit. Very easy to make. You have the flick fire missiles, which actually belong to them, but I didn't want to ruin the whole thing, so fire! And now it's lost in the carpet. Fire! Fucking yes, there we go. They're all lost. Now time to use these. These are special. They appeared on the Rebel Speeder they did a while back. Fire! Fire! Oh shit. Yes! Now it's out of ammo. Oh great, they're gonna be killed by Rey very soon. Yeah. Let's not talk about that right now. Okay. Overall, why is this coming out now? Like, before The Last Jedi, I get it. You wanna make a buck. But this could have come out, like, back when you released the just wait a second. Just gonna give this officer man an actual pistol that's better than having also one of the stormtroopers. Okay, yeah. Ooh. Oh, God. I would play your music, but, probably get a copyright strike. You have to deal with my singing now. Okay. I think this was the first idea for the First Order battle packs that came out with that thing over there. Let's zoom in, shall we? Came out with that thing over there. Yeah, I think this was the first I think this was the first concept for it. And after the negative response, because most of the reviews were like, oh, there's only one stormtrooper in it. Like, could have had two wolf stormtroopers, and they fixed that error. And I think this was the first thing, and they wanted to just change up the look. They don't want to release the same figure over and over again. So they decided, let's just do a different kind of one. We can have the Resistance one, the Resistance and the Imperial one, that the Imperial Rebel Alliance ones all have like two of the same figure. But the First Order one, we can't do that. So yes, this has been an overly long review of one Lego set. I'll see you next time when the Cybermen rise. As the Cybermen rise, the Doctor falls. I'll probably gonna film it right about now. I'll see you then. Bye.